everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this is a journey of investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be looking at MMAT or MMATQ metamaterials and your last chance potentially to make your claim with regard to the bankruptcy. So stay tuned for that. And we're also going to be looking at MMTLP, more questions, and also news with regard to potential changes in the SEC. And we're also going to be looking at ticker symbol DXYZ Destiny Tech100, which has been featured on a number of occasions on the channel. I'm going to be sharing with you 2 new catalysts. So before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the market. So first of all, we can see in terms of market economic data, the jobless claims came out today. That was a miss. The continuous jobless claims was also a miss. The PPI was in terms of month on month was a beat. The PPI year on year was a beat. Core PPI was kind of in line, and the core PPI year on year was also a beat. So overall, it could be a sticky decision here with regard to the Fed and inflation. So we will have to wait and see. So let's look at a post with regard to the SEC from Elon Musk, who's tagged in Vivek, and who stated, when an agency like the SEC is so repeatedly and thoroughly embarrassed in federal court for flouting the law, it loses its legitimacy as a law enforcement body. So I'm hoping they're also keeping an eye on FINRA for that as well. And there's been a post here from Doge, who stated they are currently undergoing a serious analysis of wasteful and burdensome regulations and are looking for public feedback. So go ahead and tag them in and certainly make them aware of the problems certainly in the markets. And I think Curtis has done that. So let's now have a look at some insider buys that were shared in the Discord. These include breaking news today, insider buys for ticker symbol CULP, MNSB, AVDL, SRFM, and SRFM was a good one that was up. We can see here known as Surf Air Mobility, up over 10% at time of editing, and at one point up over 16%. CULP was also up 7% at time of editing, and MNSB was also up 1.5% at time of editing. So for live breaking news and insider alerts, details are in the description below. I'm going to start by having a look at ticker symbol DXYZ. So those who've been following the channel will know that we covered this as early as April 2024 when it was trading around about $10. More recently, we've covered it in November 2024 and October 2024, as well as this week. And we're going to have a look at it again. There has been some breaking news shared live in the Discord. But first of all, let's have a look at the chart for today. Up over 6.6%, currently trading around about $70.74. And over the previous 6 months, and up a staggering 432% and still going strong. So what was the news that was shared live? And from our quant data new trading and alerts app, which gives us almost live news, we can see here that SpaceX Starship returns to Starbase as Elon Musk company gears up for the 7th test flight. So this is a huge and strong catalyst for DXYZ. And in another news also shared is that potentially SpaceX could hit a $350 billion valuation. And there was an insider share sale. The CEO Elon Musk stated no investors wanted to sell shares. So a very, very bullish and strong statement there by Elon Musk, especially with regard to SpaceX. So have a look at MMAT, MMATQ, and potentially your final chance to submit your proof of interest forms to the Nevada Bankruptcy Court. The official deadline is December the 18th, 2024. So really, I would state that there are 2 main options that you have. First option is do nothing, and the second option is obviously fill out the proof of interest form. It has to be filled out with evidence. It has to be filled out with accurate statements. Everything you say on there could potentially be treated as perjury if it is not true. Obviously you have to give your details of number of shares, etc. But one thing that I would like to share with you here is a quick reminder from George, who actually stated in his opinion The money could flow all the way to every shareholder, maybe for the first time in history, and set a precedent, and he urges everyone to submit this form. So that's a reminder. We have covered this previously in the video, but one update I'd like to share with you is a post from Kay Kep, who stated, do you want to see something mind-blowing and absolutely infuriating? One of the members of the Metamaterials board who drove the company into bankruptcy has completed her proof of interest document, and guess how many shares Alison Christor claimed? 553,500, and if she gets 1 penny, she's going to look at potentially suing her, but my preference would be a criminal investigation and jail time. So let's have a look at some reactions here. First of all, from Scott, who stated she put in bankruptcy because she shorted it in the millions. So a strong allegation there, and other allegations there that we can see here, including disgusting from KK, and another comment here from Whiskey, who stated fiduciary duties, what happened to Alison? George Padakaros, founder and former CEO, took his responsibilities to the shareholders, a very serious thing. West Christian tagging in him, and while Alison, the board of member, steered the ship into bankruptcy, and now she wants to save her shares as well. So let's have a look at her actual form. So I'm going to share with you the form that Alison has submitted, and you can use this as a guide for yourself as well if you want to fill this form in and send this. You from the time of this video, I think you will have approximately 6 days for the court to receive this, so could be your final chance for this to arrive. So we can see on the left hand side, section 1, you put your name, your address, case number there on the screen, but I remind you of that. The court has stamped it as making sure that they've received that. So that was received by the court on December the 11th. So in the section 2, again, you put your broker details in. Above that, you put your broker account number in, and then obviously the date equity interest was acquired, i.e. the date that you acquired your shares, and number 4, the number of shares, and we can see here she stated 553,500 shares. And then type of equities, you tick the second box here, and she stated here options granted in 2020. So it looks like obviously these were given to her as a director and also granted over multiple years, including shares purchased from the 17th of May 2022. And then in the final section, if we have a look at what she's also stated, again, she's calling herself an individual. Maybe she should call herself potential person who drove the company down into bankruptcy, but the name is there, her signature is there, the telephone number and the email will also be added. And she stated, I am the creditor in section 9, so make sure you tick that box as well. And I'm going to finally finish off by sharing with you here the address to send your form. So to take a note of this, it's the United States Bankruptcy Court, District of Nevada, Clerk of the Court, first floor, 300 Blue Street, Reno, Nevada. There, and a final reminder for you in terms of the case number 24-50792-HLB. Any comments, put them in the description below, and I will also share a copy of this form with a link in the description below. Final thing I'd like to share with you is a request for more information from ELP, and what she's posted here is that anyone who exercised TRCH, MMATF or MMAT.CN options between June the 1st and July the 30th 2021, please DM me. So obviously she's carrying out some significant DD there. And Paul has stated he knows for a fact that the YouTuber Terry, during the period when MMTLP was not yet created, did buy options 100 MMAT shares with a bonus 50 free MMTLP. Not sure what it was called at the time. So yes, MMTLP was counterfeited before it even began trading. So again, let's see what Terry has to state about this. And finally, if you would like to join us in Discord, get live trading alerts, information with regard to insider buys, and also our weekly watch list, details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.